Global Laurea will contribute to learning in our county because of the nature of the students that we now serve. Students now are digitally nimble. They understand that knowledge is not finite, as is proposed in textbooks or in videos or film strips. The students probably far better understand than the adults in our educational world that there is a constant network, and it's ever growing out there, of information that can be shared, that can be added upon, and that actively engage them in all the things that they like to do. And I see Global Laurea as a means to really raise the rigor in classrooms, to really raise the expectations in classrooms without having that traditional pushback that you sometimes get from students, because they are actually working much harder than they would be if they were using just pencil and paper. It will eliminate the passive engagement that so often happens in classrooms, where one teacher will ask one person a question, a student in a topic that they may be interested in, while 24 others sit passively and listen. There's something inherently wrong with that. Global Laurea, I think, gives us an avenue by which we can bring in whole groups of students in classrooms, in different schools, and in different states, of joining together in common topics and interests that they share and they all can learn from. Global Laurea is going to bridge that gap between the digital natives, which are the students, and the digital pilgrims, which are the adults who didn't have the advantages of the digital cyberspace that's out there now. And Global Laurea will actually become an embedded tool that teachers can use that will actually allow them to connect with where the students are at any given time. I think shared learning and the student being more in control of the learning process is an innovation that we've been struggling with for the past 20 years. Teachers will soon become facilitators of information and of knowledge, and less of being gatekeepers. So the control of the learning process will fall directly into the student's hands, and I think that is the innovative thing that Global Laurea is going to bring to us, more so than anything else. Randolph County is geographically isolated. There is a couple of highways, but the use of Global Laurea in their learning will attune them to the fact that one day, if they want to locate in Randolph County, they can be attached with the rest of the world through a digital superhighway. So I see this really as an economic advantage for the state, but also for Randolph County. It can also bring in learning experiences, work experiences, social experiences that the citizens of Randolph County may not be able to realize. And I think in the old adage that through the mouths of babes will come wisdom in this, because it's our digital natives that will really lead the way into this process, those that are in school now. Global Laurea is not a multiple choice test. It's not a yes or no or a true or false. It is a device that allows a student to find an answer. Simultaneously, it allows the student to ask additional questions. You know, the most successful project-based learning activities, or student interaction activities, or inquiry-based activities are when those students don't find a limitation on how far they can go with a learning project. You know, think of yourself when you've been in a classroom and the bell's rung and you're really interested in what's going on at that time. Or a whole class is fully engaged with a particular topic that's interesting everybody. think about when that bell rings and they know they have to leave. Global Laureate silences the bells. It allows students to continue that learning independently and through their own motivation.